All right, let's go ahead and get in the mailbag.
Mailbag.
All right, it's mailbag time. If you have a question for the show, you can go to the website, thefantasyfootballers.com. Click on the Submit a Question button or call us at 302-464-TFFB. Leave us a voicemail question. You can check out everything on the website. We've got our rankings. Our weekly rankings are up there. Our weekly rankings are up there weekly. We update them every week.
I will say this. I don't know if you guys can hear it right now, but my voice is already kind of trashed from Saturday night. I was watching my boy, the Jawaiian, Kamawola Kirk. You haven't heard of him yet, but he's a fighter. He's my kid's jits coach, and he's coming. I'm telling you that this kid is coming. So my voice is already trashed from that. But
From
tonight,
screaming?
From screaming. And after the Monday Night Football tonight, I cannot guarantee. I'm sorry, Foot Clan. I cannot guarantee that mailbag will be sung tomorrow.
Okay.
There's a great possibility it will be whispered.
Well, that is that's really scary. I don't know how we're going to survive. All right, I've got a question from Chip. He wrote in. He's in a family league, guys, and I want to talk about family leagues for a second. He is in a league. His wife and her parents are in this league. It's a family league. I know you guys play in some of those. He cannot find a way to convince them to trade with him because they're afraid that he is basically taking advantage of them all the time. And so basically every offer he makes, somebody else talks them out of it. So how do you approach basically family leagues in these situations?
I got your answer. Normally when people are afraid to make trades because they feel like they're getting taken advantage of, it's because they don't know enough, right? In family leagues, they feel like they don't know what's going on. They're not confident. So here's what you do. You take their phone and you pull out their podcast app and you download the Fantasy Footballers on it and you say, hey, listen, okay, because it's still going to take them a while to bridge the gap to you. Those are the people that are in your league that you can say, here, it's fun. You'll enjoy the show and you'll learn a lot. And then you'll make a trade because in this question, he's got like a great trade offer that seems really good for them, really good for you, but you can't make a trade. We deal with that sometimes as being, quote unquote, fantasy football experts where people are afraid to trade with us.
This is a bit of a longer email, but at the end, he's talking about one of the trades that got rejected. He offered Allen Robinson and David Carr for Eli Manning, and the trade was rejected by the wife because the wife consulted her brother, and they both decided that was not a good
Exactly.
trade.
They need the fantasy football.
Yeah, that's a problem. All right, Jake in St. Paul, who do you trust more rest of the season, Brandon Cooks or Brandon LaFell?
LaFell.
Yeah. Agreed.
This is somebody from Norway.
Oh, bonjour.
I have no clue.
Hakon.
Hakon. That sounded great.
Hakon.
Quick question. Being offered Lacey for John Brown. Should he do the trade?
If you got wide receiver depth, let's see it. So John Brown is his clear wide receiver 2 in front of Diggs, Marvin Jones. You can probably get away with Diggs and Marvin Jones as your 2.
Oof. I don't know if I'd want to.
I'm just saying you can get away with it, but
He already has Gurley, Murray, Matt Jones. No, I don't do the deal.
really,
I do the deal. I think that Latavius Murray is an okay 2. I actually think he's a good 2. But Matt Jones as your flex, I mean, I would rather have Eddie Lacy as my flex.
Why is Matt Jones his flex?
Well, I'm just saying, those are his 2. If he wants to roll a running back in the flex, I mean, are you going to roll C.J. Anderson? Abdullah?
No.
My rule of thumb is
Cooks?
I always want to have 3 startable running backs at least on my roster at all times. And while Lacy, sure, he's not startable right now, but if he could become an RB1 for the rest of the season, we don't know. So I would take the deal because I'm more confident being able to find a wide receiver.
Jorgen in Williamsburg. Who scores more points tonight in a PPR league? Justin Forsett or Steve Smith
Justin
Sr.?
Forsett. Justin Forsett, in my opinion, I think it'll be easy. Cardinals have struggled a little bit from time to time on the screen game, but Adrian Peterson has looked great against number 1 wide receivers, so I'm going to go.
Peterson?
What in the world
Adrian,
did you just say?
Patrick Peterson has looked great against number 1 wide receivers.
We're back to the Adrian Peterson to Arizona rumors.
Oh, man.
All right, Cy in Philadelphia. Hey, guys, love the show. Never miss a week. You might be getting this question a lot this week, but Foster went down on my team, and I have third waiver priority in what will be a very busy week. Would you rather put Alfred Blue as priority 1 or Darren McFadden?
Darren McFadden.
Oh, woof.
It's not close to me, but I'm more of a Darren McFadden believer right now.
Man, what do you think, Andy?
Yeah, I'd probably be on the McFadden side of things.
And he says also, is it worth wasting a waiver pickup on David Cobb? You do not waste a waiver priority. Let the waivers run, see if he's still there. But
he does have an opportunity because he's practicing now. And
Bishop Sankey got 2 snaps.
Yeah.
Dexter McCluster is kind of the guy.
Well,
as far as snaps. Antonio Andrews did get some carries, but I believe he only played about 17 snaps. McCluster in a PPR is kind of a sneaky guy right now. So
Antonio Andrews was great.
You know what the Titans
10 for
need?
57, 5.5 a carry. Had a good on-the-ground game. So I still think I'd rather have Antonio Andrews all day long than McCluster.
The Titans really need that 4th running back in the mix there. It's going to help them. It's like New York. New York, there was not enough clarity with 3 running backs.
Darkwa?
So they bring in a 4th running back.
He looked good, dude.
What a garbage
And there was
situation.
talk about him earlier in the we'll talk about him more this week. But that is it for today's show. Thanks for listening to the Fantasy Footballers podcast. Again, you can find us on Twitter at the FF Ballers. If you want to follow Mike, you can do so at FF Hitman. You can follow Jason at JasonFFL. You can follow me at Andy Holloway. And we will be back tomorrow morning with a fresh report from the Monday Night Football game that we will be attending. Thanks to SeatGeek.
Hey, Arizona people, hit it seriously. Hit me up on Twitter. I'll be at the game. I think we're going to be wearing our shirts because we are shameless self-promoters.
Are we?
Yes.
I guess we did just get new shirts.
Yeah.
So
you got to wear the shirt. So hit us up on Twitter if you want to come say hi and whatever, grab a photo because I don't know, that might be fun.
Yeah.
That might be a fun thing to do.
I still insist they buy us food, but whatever. But yeah, we'll be back tomorrow. We'll have a good show. We'll get into some waivers, which is also always fun. I will hopefully be over. Well, I'm never going to get over the Arian Foster thing. I'm just lying to myself if I say I am. It's never going to happen. So I know I was going to hit it if I could. But thanks for listening. We appreciate it. Check out jointhefoot.com. Come talk to us on there. Take care.
We're going to let the music run a little bit. Goodbye.
Thank you for listening to another edition of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Don't forget to visit us on the web at www.thefantasyfootballers.com and follow us on Twitter at the FF Ballers.